Hi everyone! Come with me as we spend the day at Disneyland. We started our day early. We got to the parking garage around 7:10 a.m. and waited in our car in line until they opened the garage for parking at 7:30 a.m. We entered the park and walked down Main Street to the rope drop area. I always love walking down Main Street and taking in the atmosphere. You can feel the excitement and everyone's starting to take photos early in their Disney day. We got the Lightning Lane multi-pass to use throughout the day to have shorter wait times for rides. We were planning to rope drop and head over to Astro Blasters in Tomorrowland. We were able to walk right onto the ride. The ride stopped in the beginning once we got on, and then we realized our ride vehicle wasn't registering any of our points, but we kept trying to shoot at the targets. The gift shop off the ride had some Toy Story figurines that were just chilling since there were people around, and some Monsters University merch. We headed over to the Finding Nemo submarine voyage next, and we were also able to walk on right away. I love looking at the blue-green water on the surface and under the water. It's a bit claustrophobic and dark on the ride, which can be a little anxiety-inducing for some people. It is cute seeing all the Finding Nemo characters and different scenes as we ride by. It feels pretty immersive and really like we are under deep water. I really can't get enough of the beautiful blue-green waters, and this is one of the reasons why I like this ride. Next ride is Autotopia. You can really smell the gasoline through the screen. It's cute seeing the small cars and a variety of colors, and such a fun opportunity for kids to drive. The ride can get kind of bumpy, especially because you are trying to keep steady on the middle track. We got an American breakfast burrito for $11.49 and free ice water cups. The burrito was a flour tortilla with egg, sausage, bacon, hash brown, and cheese. It was pretty good and filling, so we shared it. I usually don't eat much in the morning, so it was a good amount for me to have half. And while we were walking, we saw Merida walking too. We headed over to Toontown to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for our very first multi-pass, but we decided to go ride Gadget Coaster first since it was such a short wait, so we went over there. I love walking through Toontown. It's one of my favorite places to be in Disneyland. It feels like you're part of the Disney cartoon world and being able to see all of the vibrant colors. It's cool seeing Goofy's house and Donald's boat. It seems so fun to just walk through them, but we didn't have that much time, so I'll be doing this on another visit. The small roller coaster was so cute and a nice little introduction roller coaster for kids. The ride is super short and went by really quickly. I love the design. You can see little pencils and little knickknacks. They're just huge. And when you're on the ride, it doesn't feel like it's gonna go that fast, but actually it does go pretty fast. Then we went to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for our multi-pass reservation. The line was so empty and we got to the front of the line pretty quickly. This is my current second favorite ride at Disneyland. I love the visuals and am a big fan of the original Disney characters. Our first ride through stopped a few times and we saw a different version of the ending picnic scene. We got to ride it a second time because of the stops, and our second ride through had no issues and was pretty smooth. The merch for the ride are so adorable. I wanted to get one of the 2 cute mini ears and the train conductor hat that I saw. I love how colorful they are and the little designs on them. The picnic bag tote is also super cute, and the Loungefly backpack, I wanted to get them both, but I didn't. After browsing the shop, we made our way over to the Mad Tea Party. I love seeing the other rides along the way, like the Matterhorn in the background. The teacups are so aesthetic and so pretty to look at, and the colors are mesmerizing as the teacup starts spinning. I like to go on the ride without spinning the wheel too much and just taking in the scenery and the sights. It brings me back to when I rode this ride when I was younger. We went over to Galaxy's Edge next to ride Smuggler's Run and have lunch. While we were entering, we saw a little show. We saw Kylo Ren and some stormtroopers walk by, which was fun and more immersive. We went over to Smuggler's Run and used our multi-pass. We were able to get on the ride pretty quickly. I love all of the details they put into the ride, even the hallways. Next, we grabbed Ronto wraps from Ronto Roasters. It was $14.49 each. It had roasted pork, grilled pork sausage, peppercorn sauce, tangy slaw, wrapped in a pita. This is one of my favorite foods to eat quickly. We went over to Docking Bay 7 to grab a table and eat in the air conditioning. It's a nice area to relax and rest for a while. Our friends were also ordering food from here too. Next, we went over to Haunted Mansion after doing the virtual queue. It was the Nightmare Before Christmas theme overlay. The line kept moving after we checked in, and we were in the doors to the mansion before we knew it. It was pretty fast. It's fun seeing the holiday theming and the Nightmare Before Christmas characters throughout the ride with all the vibrant colors and glowing objects that you see floating around and moving around. Afterwards, we headed to the castle to take some photos. I like taking photos from this side of the castle. I also love walking up to and through the castle into Fantasyland. I love seeing this little Sleeping Beauty statue on the other side of the castle. We went to Small World next, and I love seeing how cute the outside of the ride looks with the white, blue, and gold colors. I also love how colorful inside of the ride is with all of the characters and all of the scenery too. I love that this ride is indoors and air conditioned, and it's pretty relaxing if you're okay with hearing the songs repeat over and over again. We then watched the Magic Happens parade with all of my favorite original characters starting off the fun. There's Mickey, there's Minnie, and Goofy, and Pluto, and Donald, and also Chip and Dale. The Moana float was so cool to see, and I loved seeing Little Hey Hey cruising between all of the awesome dancers and Maui dancing along as well in the back. It was nostalgic seeing the older Disney characters I loved watching as a kid, like Peter Pan, Aladdin, and the Genie in Tinkerbell. I love seeing how majestic Cinderella looks gliding along in her pumpkin carriage. How cute is this Princess and the Frog float? So romantic. The Sleeping Beauty float was a nice way to end the parade with all of the bright colors and fun dancing. We went over to Tomorrowland to ride our last ride, which was Star Tours. It's fun how it feels like an actual air transport ride when we're boarding and with the details. I love seeing C-3PO guiding us in the front as well. This was a new Star Wars theme with Ahsoka, so it was really cool to see. I know it's kind of hard for you to see without the 3D glasses. We walked out of Tomorrowland after the ride, and I always like seeing the Astro Orbiters. It's such a landmark. Whenever I start leaving Disneyland, I like to take in all the sights. I never want to leave, but I do get pretty exhausted by the end of the day. Gotta say bye to Walt and Mickey before we leave, and a last look at the castle. Then walking down Main Street is always bittersweet. It's always nice seeing when the lights are all lit on the buildings and just soaking in the sights and the smells. I always want to go into every shop on Main Street to look at the souvenirs and look at the treats that I could buy, but for this time, I'm a little too tired to shop, but maybe next time. Walking back to our actual last ride of the night, the tram to take us back to the parking garage. I love seeing all of the colorful and twinkling lights on the trees as we are approaching the tram. It was such a fun day hanging out with our friends. Thanks so much for watching and joining me on our day at Disneyland.